Hello ladies and gentlemen, what's up? This is Papa Bale and welcome to the channel. I'm experimenting with drawing schematics. My handwriting is a little out there, a little big, but we can run down the circuit of my current setup and I'll explain each step so that you understand. In English though, so maybe I'll write a transcript.
They're small.
Yeah. Little dragons. Alright, so we go from power supply to the transformer. In order to turn the transformer on, you gotta have 10 volts. And when it turned on, 3.3 amps went through. So that's the total amount of ampage it would run if there was no switching in the circuit. So from the transformer, we move to power distribution. We jack it up to 100 volts at the transformer. And then we go through our coil circuitry here. We got a 14 gauge with 90 turns. And then we go, we're keeping it DC. This is DC setup, so we go rectifier diode, 1000 volts, 3 amps. To an 18 gauge 180 turn coil, and then we go to another diode of the same magnitude, and then these two coils are hooked together without a diode, so it's AC, and it's 20 gauge of 725 turns on the outside and 32 gauge of 3,333 turns on the inside. So that coil assembly has a coil inside of a coil inside of a core, or a core inside of that. Then we change it back to DC and move on to the next one, which is a 26 gauge, 3,174 turn coil with a core, and then on to another diode. And 28. I was kind of spinning it as I was writing it, so then we can move on to 28 AWG, 1,101 turns of 28 gauge, and then on to another diode, and then 32 AWG, 3,333 turns of that. Then we hook it to the switch. So it goes here and then up to where the switch is located, in between the 20 gauge and 32 gauge and the 26 gauge. So it goes like right here. And it can go other places, but I found that that's one of the clearest spots that it will get maximum RPMs. And then from the switch here, the line goes down to the negative of the power distribution, back through to the power supply to complete the circuit. Alright, so here's the order of things. It goes 14, 18, 20, 32, 26, 28, 32, reed switch, and then the power distribution of the transformer I didn't list, but it's, to me, I don't know, man. If you don't know what's going on here, you might be like me. I think it's a really easy circuit. Used best with a switch. I don't know if a transistor or a Hall effect sensor will, I mean, if you use a Hall effect sensor as a switch, then you plug the base, I believe, back into the positive of, and then it should send a signal like a switch when a magnet passes by through the base, switching like a reed switch, but using a reed switch, it boils the amps down from 3.3 amps to 0.3.4 amps when it reaches the negative side when it closes the circuit. So it registers like 0.3 amps on the power supply after the circuit runs for a while. Sorry about the messiness. I can't figure out the computer crap to save my life, and it doesn't have what I consider what I need to demonstrate what I have. It has all this crap that I don't need to show you, and this I feel is all I need to show you, because this is all it really is. There's no transistors, there's no fancy schmancy stuff. I have a toroid magnet holding up the rotor. It's about as fancy as it gets. Oh, awesome. Well, I thought I'd draw you a picture, and yeah, it's pretty bad, but it gets the point across. To give you an idea of the amount of turns real quick again, 14 is 90 turns, 18 is 180 turns, 20, 725 turns, 32 is 3,333 turns, 26 is 3,174 turns, 28 gauge is 1,111 turns, 32 gauge in the last coil is 3,333 turns, and then the reed switch. And that's pretty much all you need. You want to feed the electricity through the coils first and then to the reed switch. You'll have like enough ohms there to protect the reed switch from being just blown out, because you are jacking up the voltage. Alright, thank you very much. Peace out. Have a good day. Please subscribe. Bye now.